AM Sports Report brought to you by Hobby Habit. Every Friday night at 6 p.m., Hobby Habit hosts a Magic Night. Get together with some buddies and draft from the most current standard set to become a Magic Master. Hobby Habit, 411 Fern LeGrand, just for the fun of it. LHS football dropped a tough battle with Vale on Friday night at Community Stadium. The final score was 30-8. The Tigers showed some flashes of greatness, but Vale proved to be the bigger and stronger, just more physical team. Local sports photographer Brenna Strand sent me some pictures. She's getting good, man. These are some great pictures right here. She shoots pictures of the Shrine game for us, and anybody that ever has any sports pictures and they want to send them to me, I'll put them on the show. I have no problem with it. This LHS football team, we look young, and we are young. I mean, we have 6 seniors. It's going to be a tough GOL season for LeGrand, I think. After watching some of the GOL teams this weekend, I think LeGrand's going to struggle a little bit. They'll head to Tillamook this Friday for a 6 p.m. kickoff over there, and that's a rematch of 2 years ago's semifinal game where you saw LeGrand lose to Tillamook in Gresham. That was a tough game. I think we had 6 turnovers, and we still ended up almost coming back and winning. Around the Valley of Football, Elgin went to Perrydale and lost 44-0. Cove lost 14-0 to Enterprise. Embler lost 44-28 to Condon, and Powder Valley beat Pilot Rock 36-0. In the GOL, Ontario beat Nissa 49-0. Pendleton lost 21-20 to Caldera, and Baker lost 55-28 to Scappoose. Although that game was a lot closer than 55-28, it was really close all the way through 3 quarters. Crook County beat Estacada, which, I mean, this says a lot about the GOL. They beat Estacada, who's a tough team, 42-6. My thoughts on the GOL right now, we're probably going to see Pendleton and Crook County right at the top, and then it'll kind of filter down from there. LHS boys soccer dropped a pair of road games over the weekend, losing 8-1 to Cottage Grove and 6-0 to Crook County, while the girls from LHS soccer went on the road, winning 2-0 at Seaside and tying with Crook County. One of the things that I hate about soccer is ties. Ties are like kissing your sister. EOU had a fairly rough weekend. The football team traveled to Dillon, Montana to take on Montana Western in their beautiful new facility, and I watched the game. That new field in Dillon is beautiful. EOU dropped their season opener 59-21. There were some things that definitely stood out. We let the Bulldogs run for 243 yards, which is too much. We only ran for 60, so you can see the difference there. That has to get better. We also allowed over 300 yards through the air. We're going to have to tighten it up, or this is going to be a long season. The positives from Saturday, EOU football, Malachi Spurrier picked up right where he left off last year, catching 7 passes for 153 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jason Grant proved why he is an all-conference linebacker with 10 tackles and a tackle for loss. And Blaine Shaw, who's a LeGrand local and was chosen to wear the legacy number 7 number this year, had an interception return for a touchdown. The Mounties go to Walla Walla this Saturday to take on Whitworth in a non-conference game at 1 p.m. EOU volleyball went to Klamath Falls on Friday night and rolled in straight sets 3-0. And then on Saturday, they drove to Ashland for a national top 5 matchup. Unfortunately, the Mounties lost their first game of the year to the Raiders 3-1. That brings their record to 9-1 on the season. They host Evergreen and Northwest this weekend in Quinn. It's at 6 on Friday, 4 on Saturday. And if I know Khaki and this EOU volleyball team, this is going to be a tough week of practice for them. They're going to grind, and they'll come out firing on all cylinders on Friday. EOU Cross Country is getting ready to get their season started on Saturday the 20th in Portland at the CCC Preview. Head coach Ben Welch joined me in studio, and I also sat down with Kristen Mendoza, who's an LHS graduate and a senior, and junior Riley Morris from the women's team. Here's a little sneak peek at the interviews that'll come out this week.
I feel real good about where we're at right now, and that's part of the reason I'm real happy with the time trial. We've been doing that thing every single year since 1999.
Wow.
We did it in 97, did something different in 93, and have done it every year since 99.
Wow.
And
this is where you like, it's essentially
basically a 2-mile race.
Yeah, it's a race
yeah, it's
of
inter
teammates,
squad.
though.
Yeah, it's in
Yeah.
an inter squad.
When it comes to what we're trying to really achieve, it's obviously get back and hopefully win another conference title and be the best we can possibly be. But it's the biggest thing with this group is just trying to stay persistent, because we've been on both sides of the equation or spectrum, and we've came third or fourth at in the national poll, and then we went to conference and we kind of like crapped the bed,
Yeah.
and then the next year end up winning it after everybody kind of was like, oh, not too sure if we'd win it and everything.
Right.
So I would say, like flexibility. I don't know if that's the right.
That's a great.
That's the word. Flexibility. Ben isn't like judgmental. He's like, if you're like, on Thursdays I strictly swim, he's not going to be like, no, you have to run. He'll be like, okay, if that's what you do, go get in the pool.
Yeah.
So that's something nice. And all of us girls, we get along super well. We have a super good team dynamic. I'm the only one left in my class. We got 2 transfers this year, but like originally at EOU, I had 2 other girls, but they both left or quit running. So then I was just the lone like sophomore. So it was super nice to have like a huge freshman class and them include me and like include everybody else on the team.
I always have a great time when Ben Welch is in the studio. He's the most tenured coach at EOU. I think he's in year 34 or something crazy like that. He always has a lot of good things to say. I enjoy talking. He's so knowledgeable about what he coaches, and he's just so passionate. But then at the same time, he's like very chill and relaxed. It's just always a great conversation. EOU men's soccer hosted Simpson on Sunday. That game was declared a no contest, with EOU leading 3-0 due to lightning. They play Thursday at 3 p.m. in Fullerton, California versus Hope International. I'll have seniors Tawanda Rice and Daniel Kropp on the sports show this week as well. EOU women's soccer went to Walla Walla and got their first win of the season versus Whitman. They are 1-0-2, and there's those ties again, 2 of them. They'll go to Caldwell on Friday and play University of California Merced at 3 p.m. This Friday at 7 p.m. on the EOA network, we will be live streaming Pendleton versus Redmond. So if you don't have anything to do, tune in for some GOL action. Saturday the 21st at the local right here in LeGrand, the fundraiser for the McKinley family. All you can eat breakfast, bacon, and pancakes at 8 a.m. All you can eat tri-tip from noon to 5-ish. Cornhole tournament at 5. They'll have a beer wagon from noon to 9. Concerts are An Eye for an Eye at 5 p.m. Jeff Carmen Band at 6:30 and Caleb Lathrop at 8 p.m. You can go ahead and go forward. Thank you. 8 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. There'll be a silent auction and raffle. This is the headliner, Caleb Lathrop. He's a local from Elgin. You can do all of this right there at ticketleap.com/tickets/Cage Courage/the local, or you can go back in the video and scan that QR code. It'll take you right there. The cool thing about this is everything's donated, so all the money goes to the McKinley family. Cade's a 3-sport athlete from LeGrand. His dad is the baseball coach at the high school, and the family's going to need some help with this battle with cancer. So if you have the means, help them out. AM Sports Report brought to you by Happy Habit. If you haven't been there, go check them out. 411 First Street in LeGrand, just for the fun of it.